This is not exactly the prettiest solution. We are going to tape up some of the little gaps between the bumper and the bonnet. We've been in the car for easily 7 or 8 hours. It's just so warm in there. 40 plus degrees Celsius. It's really very, very hot. I'm getting blurry visions and whatnot. It's not safe to keep driving. So it's very early right now, the sky is still dark, the time is 5 AM and you are here at this Shell station which is very close to the Tuas checkpoint. So why are we here so early? You might be wondering. So the thing is, you know how you enter Malaysia and sometimes there's this massive jam? Well, we are here for fuel efficiency challenge with this car right here and we cannot afford to be stuck in a jam. So that is why we are here so early.
We're walking along by the wire. I can feel my feet.
So we are now at the Petronas just after we crossed the border crossing at Tuas, and right now we are doing something a little bit crazy, I guess. We are actually increasing the tire pressure by a little bit because apparently this way you can reduce the rolling resistance by a little bit. So we're just adding 20 kPa to it, nothing crazy. Hopefully it will help us, every little bit counts. There's Aiden over here, he's pumping up the tires. So another thing that we are doing is try to save as much weight as possible. So we're going to shift everything over to the A5, which is not in the fuel efficiency challenge. How are we going to fit this in here? This is not exactly the prettiest solution, but because we are not going to turn on the aircon, I brought a small little USB fan so that we could have good air circulation and stay safe. Yeah, so I have just expanded all the wiper washer fluid in an attempt to save some more weight. Most cars you will have like 2 to maybe 4 liters of wiper washer fluid. That is easily 2 to 4 kg and that is a lot of weight. Alright, so after driving for about 200 over kilometers, I finally reached the Ipoh R&R, the big R&R, the rest stop, where we are going to switch drivers. So Aiden is going to drive the next half of the drive. Quick update on our fuel consumption is looking very good. So we started with 17.1 kilometers per liter. Now it says 25.2 and the car's official number is actually 16.1. So if you can see, the remaining range is saying 830. We started off with around 750 or even lesser than that. So it's almost like we're running on free petrol now. I'm going to turn off the car so I don't waste any more fuel while we take a quick break and, well, I have something up on our sleeve, so let's see. This is us at the rest stop. Let's have a quick look at the car. Still looking great after the drive. Alright, so now that we are here, we have a little break. Let's talk a little bit about the car. So this is actually the Audi A3, a facelifted model. What you get is a different grille and an updated bumper. So most of the changes are mainly on the exterior, but this is now powered by a 1.5 litre engine because the previous car was powered by a 1 litre engine. The fuel economy on this is expected to be quite good because the official figures is 16.1 kilometers per litre if I remember correctly. And by driving so gingerly, we have actually managed to achieve 25.1 right now, which is insane. Did say we have something up our sleeves, right? Because we have lightened the car, we turned off the aircon, we have an electric fan in the car. Well, we are going to take it up to the next level right now. So look at what Aiden has over there. We are going to tape up some of the little gaps between the bumper and the bonnet. Speed tape, they call it. Anything for the little bit of aerodynamic gains. So yes, look, we tape up the bonnet area to improve the aerodynamics of the car. And most importantly, I think I'm quite proud of my handiwork here. So this is our paper masking tape budget aero covers for the rear wheels. Of course, we are not going to do it to the front wheels, so we want to let the brake cool a little bit more, and yeah, it's more important on the front wheel. But over here, we are going for maximum low drag, maximum fuel efficiency over here. Aiden's still doing the other wheel. Let's seal up this edge where the boot meets the windows. Oh yeah, the rear door handles as well. Of course, since we won't be opening the rear doors, we have called it the A3 LDC. Why? Low drag configuration. Just look at it. drive until we got a K session. So I think we have to pause our karaoke session because, well, this has got to be a historical moment, you see. So the A3 with the 1.5 litre after the facelift, it has an official WLTP rating of 16.1 kilometers per litre. Yes, and right now we are full 10 kilometers per litre above that rating. So we are doing 26.1 kilometers per litre. It's probably a combination of all things, you know, us driving so gingerly, so carefully behind the wheel, not accelerating hard, you know, drafting a little bit here and there as much as we can, safely of course, and we like to think that our low drag configuration with a little bit of masking tape magic is actually doing the job. So there's a bit of a traffic jam coming up right after the toll entrance into KL. So we're going to stop, and because we've been informed that our rear aero disc is having some little problems with it, you know, tape is actually coming off, so we have to fix the aero wheel before it nullify our gains. The one that's giving a bit of a problem is this. It was flapping about. Let's remove this, then you paste another new piece. The fact that the tape is flying off actually means that they are doing something. Because if they aren't, they wouldn't be flying off. So we are moving slowly now, we have some time, so maybe I can talk a bit about the car. So this A3 with the facelift is powered by a 1.5 litre turbocharged mount hybrid engine. It puts out 114 brake horsepower and 220 Newton meters of torque. So it's not a lot of power. It'll get you from 0 to 100 in just under 10 seconds from what I remember. But one of the upside of this is its incredible fuel economy, especially for a car that's just a mount hybrid. You might think that 16.1, the official WLTP figure, isn't very impressive, but remember this is just a mount hybrid with a smallish engine, and there's a lot of comfort features within the car. Touch screen over here with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay really comes in really handy. I actually have quite a soft spot for the A3 because I've driven an RS3 previously, and that remains to be one of my favorite cars that I've ever driven. But as you can see, because we are doing a fuel economy challenge, we won't be enjoying a lot of the creature comfort in this car. Oh, look at the jet. And you know what's the worst part? Because we are moving so slowly, our low drag add-ons is not helping anything. So we are taking a much needed break at a Shell petrol station. We're going to cool ourselves down a little by hopping in and, you know, get some aircon, get a 100 plus or something, because it's insane. We've been in the car for easily 7 or 8 hours. It's just so warm in there. We are talking about 40 plus degrees Celsius. It's really very hot. I'm like getting blurry visions and whatnot. It's not safe to keep driving. You can see Aiden is like he look cooked lah. He look totally cooked. We feel absolutely gross because we are just so sticky, so sweaty, and we feel miserable. Alright, let's get in, get some aircon, man. Much needed, man. Yes, we are here on time at our lunch spot, which is this restaurant Taoge Ayam Ongki. So whenever it comes to a road trip, it's never just about the drive, because that would be kind of boring to watch, right? So of course we have to come check out some nice food.
We're walking along by the wire. I can feel my feet. I got nothing but a strong desire. I wanna feel the sand underneath my feet. It's gotta be the sun shining down on me. Let it burn the worry off of me.
Alright, so now now I'm checked in at the resort where we are going to stay for the night, the Banjaran Resort, a very beautiful hot springs resort with like natural caves and rocky mountains around over here. So now that I have some time, I can explain to you what this whole trip is actually about. So you see, Audi invited us not just for a fuel efficiency challenge. We have like a total of 8 packs and we are split into 2 groups. And these 2 groups we are pitting against each other for the fuel efficiency challenge. So each group there are 4 packs and 2 of them are going to drive the A3 while the other 2 will drive the A5. So the A5 wise, it isn't a fuel efficiency challenge. With the A5, what we have to do is actually we're going to find some scenic spots to take nice photos of the car. There's a theme that we have to follow and well, at the end of the day, there will be a winner for that. For our team, our group, we've decided that, you know, Aiden and I, we will kick off the whole trip by driving the A3 first for the first half of the trip, which is to drive all the way from Singapore to Ipoh right here. Almost 600 kilometers if I remember correctly. So we spent like 8 hours in the car, in a hot car, trying to get the best fuel efficiency. Tomorrow we will switch over whereby our other 2 teammates, Singing and Clifford, they will be taking over the A3 and continue to drive it from Ipoh all the way back to KL, after which the results for the fuel efficiency challenge will be tabulated. We really hope that we will win that. The good thing is that since Aiden and I drove the A3, we suffered quite a fair bit today. We will actually get to drive the A5 tomorrow, which is a bit more free and easy since there's no fuel efficiency challenge for that car. So I'm actually looking forward to that. But for now, I really want to take a shower, man. I'm so stinky right now. So this is day 2 of our drive and today we are doing something a little bit different. We are no longer doing an efficiency challenge because the other pair, the other 2 team members of ours, they are doing the efficiency challenge with the A3, driving it from Ipoh all the way back to KL. What we will be driving is this, the A5. So the new A5 actually replaces the A4. It's kind of a naming kind of thing. As you can see, the car looks very sleek. And of course, what is our task with such a sleek car? That is, we are tasked to take some photos of the car. In fact, 2 photos of the car. I think the theme is something along the line of Jekyll and Hyde, so it's something about a car, you know, with 2 different faces. Let's see how we're going to achieve that. But the best part is, we probably don't have to sweat it out anymore because, well, efficiency is not really of consideration, so aircon full blast! So as you can see, today we are feeling much more comfortable. So we're just cruising along in the A5 at much better speeds than yesterday, enjoying the cool aircon. So today, since all we need to do is just like a photography challenge of sort, we don't have to drive slowly to save fuel. So we've just driven off the expressway and onto some small roads because we want to head to, you know, get some more scenic places to get our photos of the car. But there is a little bit of problem because time is a little bit tight. So I think we have maximum of like 15 minutes to shoot the photos that we need. Because if we were to reach our lunch destination late, the efficiency challenge, the A3, the score of that, we will be penalized. Pretty sure the competition is really, really tight. So we don't want to risk anything at all. All now parked at the St. Regis Kuala Lumpur where we'll be staying for the night. And here are the cars. So this is the A5, of course our very special looking A3 right here. So after which the car will be driven over to get the petrol topped up. It is where they will tabulate the results, but we won't know just who won just yet. So the results will only be announced to us at the dinner tomorrow after we are back in Singapore. So today, after this, is pretty much quite chill. I mean, we might be planning to head out to you know, check out a bit more of KL or something. But yeah, I think it should be quite relaxing from here onwards. Today is day 3, the morning of day 3, 11 AM, and we are setting off on our way back to Singapore, where of course there will be a lunch stop, but pretty much all smooth sailing. No more photography challenge, no more efficiency challenges. We can just enjoy the aircon, drive the car, enjoy these beautiful Audi machines as it is. So the A5 looking great. Of course we have the A3s over here as well. Yep, the tape is all gone already. No worries, the car is not damaged or anything. It's looking as great as ever. So now we are on our third day. We are driving towards our lunch stop, after which we will shoot all the way back to Singapore. So I'm taking this moment while driving on the expressway to talk a little bit about this A5. So this A5 is actually built on a new platform called the PPC, and it is powered by an engine that puts out 275 horsepower, if I remember correctly, and 340 Newton meters of torque. So yes, this is no slouch, and it's definitely not a Cat A machine. So it completes the century sprint in 7.9 seconds or so. With this power, the car is actually very nice to drive on the expressway, because if you want to overtake on anything, step the pedal a bit harder, the power comes in and yeah, easy breezy. And so for the interior of the A5, I think the biggest difference that you will see is actually this display right in front of me, because Audi for the longest time has been, you know, using the previous old MMI setup whereby it's just a small display, but this car, it has this large curved display, kind of reminiscent of what BMW has on their cars. I'm quite used to this display by now, because I actually prefer a large screen, even though, you know, despite what some people might say, a large display works well with Android Auto because you can see the map so clearly. And I like the fact that this screen is a little bit slightly tilted towards the driver, so especially when, you know, sometimes the sun might hit at the wrong angle and then there will be glare and whatnot, but with such a setup, it doesn't happen that frequently. So we are back in Singapore. We're headed towards Dempsey for dinner, where we will find out who won the fuel efficiency challenge and the photography challenge. I mean, I'm hoping it would be us, but well, we'll see.
The winner of the first challenge, A3 challenge, is Team B.
So our trip has come to an end. We have spent 3 days doing a lot of interesting things. We've driven the A3, you know, we made it into the low drag configuration special, something that looks out of the ordinary. There's no other A3 like it, but it is all temporary, so no worries, the car is not harmed during this event. And we've driven an A5 as well. We enjoyed a lot of good food, a lot of nice sights. We stayed in one of the most amazing resorts. We dined in a cave as well. And well, St. Regis that night, yesterday night, that was just amazing. It's the best hotel I've ever stayed in. So I have totally, absolutely enjoyed myself on this journey. Well, save for the sweating in the A3. I sure hope you do enjoy what you have seen on our video as well. So if you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on TikTok at Sgcarmart. So that is all for our Audi A3 and A5 trip this time round. So see you in the next video. Bye!